Good evening from ITV News Central. Our main story tonight: one person is missing and two are seriously injured after an explosion at a fireworks factory in Stafford tonight. Fireworks could be seen shooting into the sky as flames took hold of SP Fireworks on the Basich Industrial Estate. One man in his 40s suffered serious burns while another injured his back. Police are now supporting the family of one person who hasn't yet been found. Callum Watkinson sent this report from the scene.
This is as close as we can get to the fireworks warehouse on Tilcon Avenue. It's about 800 metres down this road here. It was about 5:15 this afternoon when residents alerted the emergency services after hearing a loud explosion. Many of them ran from their houses and captured what was going on their mobile phones.
Basically, I was sitting at home cooking bangers and mash. Before you knew it, there was a big bang outside. Looked out the window, fireball, fireworks, everything. Ran outside, got the camera out.
I was in the house and there was just a ginormous sort of bang, and I instantly knew fireworks. But I knew it was more than just that because it was just so loud. The house shook. My pets went mental, sort of, and I knew instantly it was something really serious.
The fire service has been working here for most of the evening. There are 8 fire engines on the scene and they have treated a total of 4 casualties. 2 men, one suffering from smoke inhalation and a back injury, the other suffering with burns which are described as serious but not life-threatening. And 2 women were treated and discharged at the scene for smoke inhalation. There is also, at the moment, 1 person who is, we are told, unaccounted for.
Fairly early on, because of the size and severity of the fire, we determined with our partners that no firefighters were going to go into the building. If they were still in there, then we wouldn't be able to effect a rescue. There is a small area where if somebody is there and they've just fallen over and they've been knocked out, they would be able to survive. So we're making access into that right now, and we're going to search that area and just confirm that they're not in there. Obviously, if they are there, we'll rescue them and our ambulance colleagues will treat them immediately.
But if that missing person was inside, it doesn't look good for them?
At this stage, no, I'm afraid it doesn't.
Well, the fire service say they've got this under control now. They're scaling down their operation from 8 fire engines to 4, but they do say they will be here till at least the early morning.
Callum Watkinson, and of course there's more at itv.com/central. Now, in other news, the Queen and Duke of Edinburgh were in Wolverhampton today to officially open Jaguar Land Rover's £500 million new engine plant. It's created 1,400 new jobs, along with many more in the supply chain. JLR and industry experts say it's a signal the company is planning a long-term future here in the Midlands. Our business correspondent Mark Goff was there.
A quick lesson in engineering from Jaguar Land Rover's German boss, Dr. Ralf Speth, probably wasn't what the Queen was expecting today, but that's what she got. The royal family have had a few Jags and Range Rovers over the years, but unlike other customers, they get to see where their cars are made. The company's Indian owners, Tata, have spent £500 million building this, and it's huge, the size of 14 football pitches. They'll make engines for the company's new models, the first time they've done that. Previously, they've bought engines in from other car companies like Ford. 300 work at the engine plant now while it's getting started, but soon it'll be 1,400. Paul Bassett has got a job here. He used to work at MG Rover just before it collapsed.
I didn't think manufacturing from an automotive point of view would excel back in the Midlands, and I think the size and scale and the investment that JLR have put in here is, simply says for itself the exciting times that we have ahead.
It's just a personal achievement as in my lifetime that I've actually got to see the Queen in my workplace, and for me to be able to tell my kids that I've actually seen the Queen, so it's just been a really exciting day.
I think it's absolutely incredible because I've never been close to anything like that before, but also I think being a local lad as well, I'm very proud that they've actually chosen to come and open up a factory so close to home.
It was a tremendous honour that Her Majesty came up and helped us officially open the facility. There was tremendous pride of all of our employees. I mean, most of them are very, very new either to the industry or to our company. And to see everybody celebrating the official opening today in the presence of Her Majesty was just a terrific day.
The first engines made here will go into this, the Jaguar XE. That's being made at Solihull. And new jobs here too. Aaron Griffiths is one of the long-term unemployed who's been taken on by the company. How long were you on the dole for?
6 months. And I was only working for 2 months before that, and I was on the dole for another 9 months before that. So 25 months into it, always 2 months off in the middle.
And what did it mean to get this job?
I've got security again now. I mean, when I was on the dole, I was only getting money every now and then housing benefit, and now I know that I can always front the bills whenever I need to now. I'm going to worry about it.
It's thought the 1,400 jobs at Wolverhampton would create another 5,000 in the supply chain.
This is a brilliant message for manufacturing in the West Midlands. £500 million worth of investment that sends a clear sign that manufacturing can work in the UK and actually can thrive and create jobs that are of long-term benefit for the local economy.
The companies say they are here for the long term, and its boss couldn't hide his delight at today's royal visit. Mark Goff, ITV News, Wolverhampton.
2 young men caught on camera crossing railway lines, narrowly missing being hit by a train, are being hunted by police. CCTV from the platform at Craven Arms in Shropshire shows the pair running backwards and forwards across the tracks over and over again, forcing one train to make an emergency stop. Chris Halpin has our report.
Craven Arms station in Shropshire is unstaffed. For this young man, the ideal spot for a deadly game of chicken. Apparently encouraged by others on the platform, he and another boy run repeatedly back and forth across the tracks, at one point forcing a train to make an emergency stop.
Well, after many years in the British Transport Police, it still shocks me when I see things like this. It's just absolute stupidity. Very, very, very dangerous. The shock that these incidents have on train drivers approaching, because train drivers are very limited to what they can do to stop the trains. All they can do is blow the horn and apply the full emergency brakes, and there's nothing else they can do.
Travelling by train is, we're told, safer than it's ever been. Nobody has died in a train crash in Britain since the Grey Rig disaster in Cumbria 7 years ago. Trespassing on the tracks is much more dangerous. In the year to March 2014, 308 members of the public died on railway lines. Take away 279 suicides, and of the 29 remaining deaths, 21, almost 3/4, were the result of trespassing on the track.
There is nothing more dangerous than running in front of a high-speed train. At this station, some trains do stop and some trains continue straight through, and it's continuing through over 70 miles an hour. I have no idea what would make them do something so stupid.
The police are now appealing for help to find these two. Trespassing on railways carries a maximum fine of £1,000. If their stunt had gone wrong, of course, they'd have paid a much higher price. Chris Halpin, ITV News.
Hundreds of jobs are at risk as Walsall Council tries to make millions of pounds savings. A public consultation's been launched over the draft proposals. The council needs to save £86 million over 4 years.
Unfortunately, the grant that we have from government has been cut over many years, not just recently, but this year we face the biggest cuts ever that Walsall Council's ever faced, and we need to find £29 million worth of cuts for the year 2015-16. We've set out a 4-year budget which takes out £86 million of grant funding from Walsall Council. Unfortunately, it will be a different council completely after that 4 years than it is now.
An airport satisfaction survey has ranked Birmingham International as the second best in the UK to start a holiday from. The Saga study placed Birmingham just after Glasgow for queuing, the cost of food and parking, cleanliness and noise. And the children's rights activist and Nobel Peace Prize winner Malala Yousafzai has received the World's Children's Prize after a global vote involving millions of youngsters. The Sweden-based awards organisation said the 17-year-old, who now lives in Birmingham, won the prize for her courageous and dangerous fight for girls' right to education. She donated her £31,000 prize money to rebuild schools in Gaza damaged by fighting. Right, let's quickly move to the weather now. Here's Manali.
Hello there, good evening to you. For late October, we certainly can't complain about the weather. Over the next couple of days, it's looking fine. Some mild temperatures, sunny spells and staying mostly dry. Now, overnight tonight, it's a dry picture, fairly cloudy skies, but some clear spells too, and a very mild night ahead as well. And a mild start to Friday morning. The cloud will continue to break up through the course of the morning to give us some bright spells of sunshine and little change into the afternoon. The breeze will pick up a little bit, but that shouldn't spoil things. In the sunshine, temperatures lifting to highs of 18 or 19 degrees Celsius, well above average for this time of year, and it will feel quite pleasant if you're going to be out and about. Beyond that, Saturday is going to be another fine day, dry with some decent spells of sunshine, but some showers pushing in for Sunday and Monday, and it will start to feel a bit cooler and fresher as well. Bye-bye for now.
A quick reminder of our top story tonight. One person is still unaccounted for after a major blaze broke out at a fireworks unit in Stafford this evening. The building is still alight, but firefighters say they have now got it under control. There'll be more on that on our website, of course, itv.com/central. And we'll be back during Good Morning Britain from 6:25 in the morning. For now, from all of us, good night.